YouTube's reigning good old boy David Dobrik is back to take his place in the kingdom amidst a controversial lawsuit by posting the first videos to his YouTube channel after several months of inactivity. And this is the most I hope to ever personally relate to David Dobrik, as this is also the first clip breakdown that I've posted to YouTube in a social media break that became an unplanned 6-month hiatus. But now we're back, me, David, and the entire vlog squad, like a big family who I'm sort of afraid is going to gay bash me. This must be how it feels to have Republican siblings. Even spookier, my motivations for returning to YouTube are exactly the same as David's. My sense of duty to this audience and my love of the craft, and more urgently, financial reasons. Did you know that if you don't pay your annual taxes, they just like roll over to the next year? It's like the US government didn't even acknowledge my New Year's Eve whisper chant for manifesting a fresh start. You're not gonna get my money, Uncle Sam. You'll never get my money. By the way, if anyone watching this has a mom or a dad working for the IRS, can you tell them to stop sending letters to my house? I'm simply never going to read them, but I will be reading these, the unmoisturized, basketball shorts wearing bags of boy privilege that make up David Dobrik's vlog squad, in a video that shows them on an epic journey traveling to all of the wonders of the world, in a tenuously connected marketing strategy for the paid fitness app that David has invested in, along with his current best friend, after all of the previous holders of that title have nearly died or committed heinous crimes within the toxic environment fostered by the production of David's YouTube videos. But even after a year of inactivity, it's clear the YouTube algorithm still loves it. I just hope the platform shows me the same love on this video, or my next upload will be a get ready with me for white collar prison. I hear the trending vibe is neutral sweatsuits and bland nutrients that meet the legal definition of food served on extra thick trays. Sounds fierce. That basically describes me going to lunch at Panera Bread, complete with a secretive same-sex hookup in a bathroom stall. I'm never paying my taxes again! So join me on David Dobrik's globe-trotting, body-shaming, tax-evading adventure in this legally disclaimed as satire installment of Clip Breakdown. Hello television viewers, my name is Nick. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel for another installment of Clip Breakdown. This is the playlist where we dive into our favorite movies, TV movies, and other such content here on the web, and we break it down like David Dobrik breaking into a new commercial category. He sells pizza, he has a fitness app, he operates heavy machinery without the proper safety licensing, and he's here to smash your face. I'm not trying to make light of the horrible accident caused at David's hand to Jeff Wittick, which we'll get into, but first, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see even more clip breakdowns updating you on influencer drama like this. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right over here. Oh, a new neon subscribe sign. You felt it in your soul. You felt it in your pubic mound. Click the notification bell icon. That way you'll always be the first to know when I'm swinging into your life without the proper licensing. I'm all about licensing lately. It's been a very legal heavy half of a year. Hey, here's another thought. I'm a blonde bombshell now. I don't know if you noticed, but yes, just like the iconic screen star of the 1950s, Mary Lou Moudreau. I went to film school. Yes, clearly I've had a moment of transformation visibly, and also in ways that you can't see, such as my nipple piercings. But it's also been a transformative year in terms of making sure that I'm attending to my mental health, and that's all I'll say about why I've been gone and what I've been up to for now. Let me know if you want to hear more. I'll post a video to my Patreon about it, so check that out if you want to join virtual watch parties and things of that nature. But hey, let's stick to the free fucking shit for now, because we gotta talk about David Dobrik. David Dobrik, the most boring person that you ever watched when you were a teenager. I've never seen the appeal of David Dobrik. I think I've made that clear. I find the content try hard and overly authentic, to a point where it's like you're trying too hard to seem authentic that it makes me feel like you're inauthentic. And nothing could be more confirming of that fact than the fact that he's the fact. Why do I say the fact so often? I'm just a journalist. This is independent journalism. The point is, David Dobrik hurt his friend really bad in a video that was all his design, his stunt, swinging people from an excavator, and he's refusing to pay for that person's surgeries, which he can't, because that would be acknowledging that he did something wrong, and there's like a workers' comp situation that State Farm is suing him. There's a lot that goes into it, and it definitely sucks to see like a legal battle take place and like disrupt a friend group, but then you're like, well, how much were they really friends if he was treating him like an employee? All that is to say, it made sense when David Dobrik kind of stepped back from YouTube. He was making most of his money through his Dobrik's Pizza store, which is on Sunset Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, which I can almost understand since I'm also a YouTube creator who's been off the platform for months due to personal reasons. I have no problem letting you know that this hiatus has eaten into my savings a little bit, and that makes it more important than ever to rebuild and also just be mindful of my money and my expenditure all throughout my life. If you have a similar goal of increasing your savings account, then today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better, which are three things that I constantly need because bills, subscriptions, and money in general are runaway trains that threaten to destroy my life at every turn. One of my first steps when it came to saving money, reducing those subscription costs, the things that are pulling money out of my debit account every month without me even kind of using the service. Oh, it's frustrating. And if you get on the phone or email to try to cancel these things, it can be really time consuming, which is my other deal breaker. But once you connect your bank account, Rocket Money identifies all of your recurring payments and subscription charges into one single list. And from there, Rocket Money may be able to help you cancel those with just a few taps. Similarly, with just a few taps, Rocket Money can help negotiate lower rates for your existing bills, which I did not know was like a thing before Rocket Money until they saved me like $50 a month on my internet. Are you kidding me? Like, if for no other reason, you have to try Rocket Money for that. No customer service calls, just upload your bill, and Rocket Money's negotiators will help get you the best rate possible. If you're like me and thinking about money more often than you'd like to be, then please give Rocket Money a try. Take advantage of their free trial. Go to rocketmoney.com/DiRamio or click the link in the description to get started for free. You can unlock even more features with premium. We may not have David Dobrik levels of cash, but we should still be able to experience David Dobrik levels of financial security. So check out the sponsor of today's video. Thank you so much, Rocket Money, for all of your help in my life. I used to go to that Starbucks that Dobrik's took over all the time when I was walking home from my intensive outpatient treatment, and I loved that Starbucks, but it was in a shitty location. Like, you had to cross a busy street, and it was loud. So I'm not surprised that this door is not exactly like the toast of the town in Hollywood right now, but that's okay because David has lots of other money-making ventures like Snapchat, where he gets paid handsomely for his stories that exploit the hot girls on his feed, and now a new business. What is it called? This like fitness app that he's invested in with his best friend Ilya, who is like a fitness guy. You can tell because of the way he wears fitted polos. And this whole video is basically a big commercial for that. So it's very fitting that, of course, David would come back to YouTube not in an effort to be entertaining and connect with his audience, but to promote a money-making scheme that was going to further enrich him at the lowest level of effort possible, but also at the expense of the self-esteem of many of his viewers. So let's take a look and see how that is.
What's up, dude?
Okay.
What's up, vlog?
My best friend and I made a deal. David, no. A springtime suicide pact? That is so outdated. This is why we can't let idiots read their first Shakespearean play outside of a classroom setting. Self-deletion is never the answer. And besides, David has a young, impressionable audience, and this might encourage them to place bets on when and how it might take place. And now we're bringing underage gambling into the mix. Problematic. There has got to be a better way to seem interesting. And no, I don't mean adding a second pretty girl prop into the background of every scene. There's barely enough room for one of them in that back seat. You got her straddling that center console, trying her best not to sit on her hot pink Stanley Cup. You gotta work your way up to that kind of girth. I know. Oh wait, the next title card says, the deal that I would stop being a fat ass. Oh sweetie, I think you meant dumb ass. But I do agree that you are some kind of who needs to be stopped. I fear that David Dobrik has cultivated an online persona that has quickly started to lose its appeal over time. Sure, a person can be considered sweet and adorable at any age, but when it comes to an influencer who is obviously trying to look cute, that window of opportunity begins rapidly closing as the individual enters the later half of their 20s. Like, you're almost 30, Dobrik. Stop sticking your tongue out at me. You look awkward, like a toddler when you're singing happy birthday to them. He's like, girl, I can see your f***ing uvula. I'm sick of it. Throughout the beginning of this, David is going to sell the audience on how he's become overweight because he loves eating fast food and he doesn't work out and he hates the shape of his body. Fair enough. It's okay to not be totally happy with the body you're in and want to work to improve it or to become healthier. I don't really see an issue with that, and I don't see an issue with fitness products that come from like a healthy mindset and help people feel inspired to get healthy or become stronger or find, you know, a new fit body. I think there can be a lot of self-confidence that comes from that, but the problem is I don't look at David Dobrik in this video and think like, that's a fat ass, and I don't think most people would. It's kind of just like insulting to anyone who watches this who might be in a heavier body than he is. It's not healthy to call yourself a fat ass or to talk down about yourself. Like, you should love your body no matter what, because it's keeping you alive. It's the shell that your stupid soul is living in, David. And using the fact that he's not happy with his physical fitness level in such a derogatory way to sell his fitness app, I think is just a really manipulative way to speak to the many Americans who might be watching this, a lot of them young people who are obese or overweight in a different level than he might be, because he is generally, like, you wouldn't look at David Dobrik and think like, oh, I'm gonna have a bias against him because he's fat. He has a lot of the privileges that a skinny person would have, but he's talking about himself like it's like, oh, this, like, I'm so obese. They even kind of like do his body scan and they're like, you technically count as obese. It's like, in what world, David Dobrik? This is not obesity. I mean, he doesn't have muscly pecs and a fucking six-pack washboard abs like he does later in this video, but that doesn't make him obese, and it doesn't make anybody less of a person. So I don't appreciate the way that he talks about his physical fitness in this. It's kind of an ugly thing altogether, but he goes in to talk to Ilya, his best friend, who I'm pretty sure I've never heard of this guy before, and I've done several David Dobrik videos, like just another some guy with a slight accent that he's hanging out with, but he's the guy that he's gone in on this fitness app with. David's a major investor. The app is meant to like scan your body. You get a fitness plan. It's gonna get you in shape is what they claim. But David goes in and he's like, I'm gonna get fit using your app. It's like, wow, that's so selfless of you, even though it's also your app that you will use to make a commercial for. If you come with me on a trip. And he's like, one trip? Okay, sure, like definitely. And that's when he reveals like, okay, well the trip is gonna be, we're going to all of the major wonders of the world and you're coming on a months-long trip around the world with me. It's like, oh darn. Ouch, that's hard. A free vacation and then money on top of it? Oh, really twisting my arm here. But first, we have to really establish how out of shape David Dobrik is because he eats cheeseburgers. Ugh. The way they villainize food in this is like, I already hate this app. It's not hitting me where I need to be when it comes to my physical fitness or my relationship with food. I don't know about all of you, but no, it's a no from me. Mate, it's a no.
This is my before body.
Oh my god! It's worse than I thought.
Please put your shirt back on.
Check this out.
Oh no.
You spit out ever?
Of course, watch.
Stop. Ew!
The slapping, the spitting, the Beavis laughter, the butthead chuckling. I forgot how watching these vlogs makes me feel emotionally uncared for. Like I'm in elementary school again, sitting near the rowdy 6th grade boys at the back of the school bus. I keep thinking someone in zip-off cargo shorts is going to snap my bra strap against my back and I'm going to have to fight back tears while pretending to think it was funny. Wow. So it seems like I didn't just hate my own childhood, but just like childhood as a concept. Go to hell, children. Your whole life is disgusting to me. I can't imagine that this woman, David's assistant named Natalie or whoever, is actually happy wasting her time being the token hot girl helper to Mr. Giggles and his merry gang of chuckle fucks. But we can help. Everyone comment below with hashtag free Natalie or whoever to show your support for all of the pick-me personal assistants who follow around YouTube bros dressed like the assistant librarian from the high school on Euphoria. We stand with you and we will make sure that our children and our children's children forever remember your name, Natalie or whoever. Come on, this girl does not seem prepared to help David defend himself against the negligence and willful harm lawsuits that he's up against. She doesn't even seem prepared to stay warm in the case of a fire drill. She's dressed like a swimsuit model who got caught in the tuna net of a fishing boat. And I am not judging the kind of clothes she's wearing. I think she looks hot and I love that for her. Which is why we can't let her go to trial. I mean, do they even have a sensible courtroom attire category on nastygal.com? I'm asking for a friend who might be going to tax jail this year and wants to make sure every member of the jury sees all this. In case you missed the news, there's a former member of David's vlog squad named Jeff Wittick who is suing David for $10 million after he participated in a stunt where David swung him from an excavator that was in the middle of a lake using a remote control. And while granted, there may have only been a 1% chance where that idea was going anywhere but horribly wrong, it was still something David had set up for his video after paying Jeff Wittick to be there and participate in the video. So it seems unfair for David to completely avoid any of the medical expenses that his former best friend is racking up, getting several surgeries to his face and his eyes to heal from this horrible accident that he almost died from. Oh, and Natalie, or whoever, allegedly forged Jeff's signature on a false victim statement where Jeff allegedly claimed responsibility for the entire accident. Nice try from Team Dobrik over there. What did the letter say? Dear Judge, please understand that I begged the vlog squad to pulverize my face bones with construction equipment and watch as I almost drown, for it would make a a more hilarious YouTube video for Daddy David the Absolved One, aka the benevolent prince of zero wrongdoing and excellent sport. Did you know he almost met Tony Hawk at an airport once? It's true. If anything, it is I, with my weak, brittle face bones, who shall go to prison in place of David the Innocent. Good tidings to you, Judge. Love always, Jeffrey, the writer of this letter. Love always, Jeffrey. The fact of the matter is, David can't afford to get stuck in the weeds, apologizing to some former best friend whose life was destroyed at his hands. He would be down there all day. Have you seen those weeds? They're full of the corpses of former best friends. And besides, that wouldn't be fair to Ilya, his current best friend. Oh, I should be clear that in this case, friend is an acronym that David uses, meaning financial relationship intended to exploit non-employee dynamics. It's a mutually beneficial agreement between David and those in his vlog squad, where David gets to make millions of dollars off of their name and likeness while putting their health and safety at risk without providing any health insurance or other benefits, and they get like a $1,000 fee. Plus, by association, they earn enough followers to get a brand deal with MeUndies.com, along with a contentious legal battle if they happen to survive their appearance in a video for one of David's annual summer catastrophes. It's called Quid Pro Quo. Have you ever heard of it? Do you know business? Do you do business? Did you go to business school? Have you ever been to a business luncheon? Eating tuna salad or salmon perhaps? Are you into fish? Do you eat fish? Are your omega-3s okay? That's what I want to know. If you could answer those 17 questions, we can have a conversation about business. Let's move on then, because it's been 1 minute of the video. Oh, we've got a lot to break down over here, haven't we, sisters? So David and him and all of the vlog squad, it's not that special for Ilya because we're literally bringing everyone, but they all go on a trip to all of the world wonders. They go to Egypt, they go to India, they go to Rio de Janeiro, and a lot of it is the worst thing I've ever seen. There's a lot of David's thing where he laughs so I think that was part of his charm in his YouTube heyday, but now it just rings inauthentic. He's like it's like, girl, nothing in your life has ever been that funny. Your mere existence subtracts all of the humor that could possibly exist in the universe, and it makes it not that funny. But whatever, let's have some groping from a bunch of men to a bunch of women. That's gonna be really good for your reputation there, buddy.
We had a big night ahead of us, so I visited one of the best tailors on earth. He's made suits for everyone from Obama to James Bond himself. I won't lie, I really don't remember him being this touchy. Billy and I just assumed it was a cultural thing.
Let me undress this twisty white boy. Leave it a little bit harder. Just a little bit harder.
Now, I was going to thank this gentleman for finally punishing David Dobrik in some capacity, but then I realized how much David seems to be enjoying it, and it no longer counts. Look at that hand gesture. He's having a aha moment. He said, "Oh, holy GoPro. I think I just discovered my brand new pastime. Move over, pickleball. Vlog squad boys, line up according to palm size. It's going to be a long night." And no, I'm not kink shaming any of you out there watching this. If you love consensual spanking, then I love knowing that you love consensual spanking. I'm just remarking on how David Dobrik is one of the most bland, uninteresting personalities on the internet. So watching him eat, pray, love his way through his first plate of chicken tikka masala with the white guy improv troupe from hell is not my idea of intriguing content. Has David Dobrik ever made a vlog that shows anything other than grown men breathing exclusively through their mouths and casually assaulting one another? Maybe let's diversify, since it seems like only one of you has health insurance, and you're not allowed to share that amongst yourselves like the communal teaspoon of brain cells that float freely around your skulls full of fluid. They get into a debaucherous sort of, ooh, I don't know the word, montage showing all of their adventures in Rio de Janeiro. We see some of them making out with girls. They all look really pale in this direct light. But hey, have fun, 20-somethings. You're gonna die soon enough. Not sooner than it's like a natural death. Don't come for me with threats. I'll threaten whoever I want. I'm just kidding. May they all be blessed. Anyway, David Dobrik continues to show a severe lack of good judgment when it comes to the production techniques behind his videos. Can we not advance beyond these same old tricks? We're a awaiting trial for allegedly causing bodily harm to somebody using heavy machinery in a body of water for one of my stupid YouTube videos, I would probably take that as a strong indicator that for my next video, I should do something else, find something different. Then again, David seems to know that gifting his dear friends with near death drives engagement. And to be fair, I have no idea what it's like to live with the pressure of needing at least 1 million people to see my ad for SeatGeek, because that's what determines whether they pay me 10 or 20 times more than the annual salary of an average US soldier. I would probably drive a sedan on top of my friend in a swimming pool too, because I want the 20. I want the 20 US soldier salary. Blech. Using that baby voice only made my sentence sound more disgusting. Just like always. Just like always. See, never good. It's never good. They do a bunch of other stuff. It's like, this feels like David's like sort of self-indulgent way of getting out the travel series that he had with Nat Geo, which we've covered previously on this channel. That was canceled after one episode because it was right around the time this controversy happened. So it's like he's doing this travel series again, but his way, which makes it even funnier, even more homophobic. They go to the house where The Conjuring took place. It's like, great, you went to a Verbo location in Connecticut. I don't give a
you know, obviously I'm always on the lookout for like true love, and I just thought like coming here would like open me up to something.
Well, I don't think there's any gay ghosts here, so I don't know.
Oh, I know for a fact there aren't any gay ghosts there, because every entity with good taste would have exorcised themselves from the premises as soon as they saw this group of heterosexual hellspawn roll up carrying a trash bag full of Amazon ghost hunting gear. Even if I had been happily haunting in this realm for centuries and I was like, my soul can't move on to a better place. The second I saw an Airbnb booking come through for roughly one ESPN Zone bar and grill's worth of sexually frustrated 28-year-olds, along with their 50-year-old dad friend telling tired gay jokes, my homosexual spirit would have been sitting with all of my suitcases at that bus stop from Halloween Town, being like, anywhere but here is the better place. I'll meet you on Fire Island. And of course, we have to show a little bit about how David Dobrik gets into shape. He works out and he eats less junk food. It's really revolutionary, and I can't wait to pay $29.99 a month on the App Store or the Android App Store to figure out that pearl drop of wisdom. Good work, Ilya and friends. But at the end of the video, David Dobrik has finally done it. He's lost weight against all odds, all 5 pounds that he wanted to lose. And it's like we're supposed to give him a Nobel Peace Prize. And he tells the whole world, he's like, I don't no longer have a shameless boy body. It's a boy body with a little bit of shape. It's like, great, now people want to you for reasons other than your money, I'm sure. It's really pronounced.
Introducing to you the new and improved my best friend, David Dobrik.
She's right, it does look like Photoshop. Specifically, like someone Photoshopped a withered corpse from The Ring into a montage of a bunch of unseasoned influencers. Take another look and tell me you don't see what I see. Who is forcing him to stand like he's the still photo in a Bowflex commercial? David, please, you need to breathe. I'm unsettled by how the sinewy, dark torso and the gaping Dementor mouth is juxtaposed against those youthful, happy faces of adventurous, wealthy people. Why does David's fitness transformation reveal have all of the same qualities as those pictures of tourists from the 1920s posing with the ancient Egyptian mummies that they dug out of a desecrated pharaoh's tomb? Like, I'm pretty sure future historians will look back at these and cringe at the ignorance of these people. And at the very least, they've captured the exact moment that an age-old curse was released upon humanity, ushering in 1,000 years of famine, flood, and strife. Thanks a lot, David's fitness app, whose name I can't remember despite this whole video being one long commercial for it. Great marketing strategy, by the way. David goes on to show all of the people his face, and then he also gifts all of the employees of Dobrik's pizza shop a Tesla, and it's like, literally one of those could have paid for all of Jeff Wittick's medical bills. The only reason they haven't is because that would be admitting fault in this legal case, which would then unleash a barrage of other liabilities for David Dobrik from State Farm Insurance, who is telling David he had no right to file as a workers' comp claim since these were not literal employees. Like, David's argument against Jeff Wittick is like, he wasn't an employee, he's just a friend, and his payment was like that he got famous on social media in exchange for appearing on my videos. But then he filed a workers' comp complaint with State Farm being like, he was an employee and I need his money to pay for all my legal fees. It's like, which is it? Which is it, you dumb bitch? Anyway, we see Mr. Beast, we see Olivia Jade, any YouTuber you don't want to know makes an appearance in this video. It's like, wow, we're really sticking together in all of this, aren't we? It's like all of the women and children on the Titanic. I don't know actually where I was going with that. Let me stop. Let's just watch this clip where they surprise Ilya, Mr. Beast and David surprise Ilya with a new car while also plugging Mr. Beast's chocolate bar brand. It's dumb.
If he didn't get Jack, he would have to buy 20,000 Peaceful bars.
Are you serious? So what would happen if you did get jacked?
If I did get jacked,
Yeah.
Jimmy would have to get you a car.
And wait, David, lift up your shirt.
Okay, I'm sorry, but at this point, all of these gentlemen just need to have a little bit of gay sex with each other and get it over with so we can drop the pretense of all of this rich boy bromance. They're like, we made a bet that if by Labor Day we decided that David is not a sexy stud, then he cannot kiss both of us tenderly in a communal shower setting at a gym. And well, David, take out your now, let us see. Ah, see, we lose. David is a sexy stud. Now we all get fucked at the gym. Oh, like what the f***? Are you all, like, can we all stop with the shirt lifting? It's weird. Body checking is not healthy. And homoerotic subtext aside, I have a serious question. Has David Dobrik always dressed in such rectangular toddler clothing? He looks like he's wearing painter's overalls in a Disney cartoon. I know he's like slightly more Gen Z and the fashion is different, so I don't know. You have to let me know. Maybe it's stylish all of a sudden to be dressed like he's one of Little Bill's two-dimensional white friends. One thing that you won't miss though in this video is a barrel of laughs. People making terrible jokes and everyone laughing at them like it's f***ing super bad on crack. Why is Toothy Boy so joyous? I can guarantee that nothing occurs in this video that warrants that level of feral howling from David and his murder of D-bags. I know that murder is the terminology for like a flock of crows, but I think it makes more sense referring to any group of straight men because of how frequently they strangle to death, you know? Point being, I highly doubt that David actually thinks everything his friends say are as funny as the next Borat. He's just trying to sell it to his audience of preteen girls who are longing for an older stepbrother type figure who sexually confuses them. Trust me, I did not laugh once during this video, and I am an arguably normal person with a standard sense of humor. I don't know why everyone tries to argue that with me. Sometimes funerals are funny. The word bequeath sounds like queef. Anyway, be sure to follow me for more hilarious observations and wordplay for the hottest drama and celebrity news on TikTok. Oh no, I just had a break from reality, forgot what I was doing. It's been a minute since I've recorded one of these, so for real though, good luck to David and his fitness brand. If you hate your body and you hate yourself, make sure to download that from the App Store today. You know, it feels so good to be getting back on camera here and making fun of people who are just trying to do their job. It feels like I'm just trying to do my job, and that's helpful in a capitalist hellscape. So thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so grateful to be back. I promise I'm going to be regular with my uploads from now on. I've got my next 2 videos already planned out. You guys are all the greatest. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel. Don't forget to check out my merch. I've got a Patreon where you can access exclusive bonus content and virtual watch parties. You guys are all the greatest. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel. I will come back and I will punch you in the face with another butt of, like, I'm gonna do a thing that I'm gonna say. It's been a while since I did these outros, so just forgive me for that. I will see you next time.